Busy night for you, huh? I mean, if I were defending my title against an opponent like
Don't
me...
worry. I'm more than capable of helping a friend out.
Well, while you've been off auditioning for movies and getting in fights with your old high school bully, I've been training for our match.
Didn't you do the exact same thing?
Not even close.
You're right. It's not the same. Because I didn't have a famous dad to help
There it
me.
is again. Disrespect. And speaking of that, beating me is not even on your list.
I only put my goals on there, not things I expect to do.
Fair enough. Well, after tonight.
The following contest is
We've heard coming into this match that Charlotte has felt disrespected by Red, especially considering Red did not put beating Charlotte on her list.
Well, the list has proven to be a great motivational tool for Red and Trey, but now we've seen its potential downside. It's provoked Red's opponent tonight, who's already imposing enough without extra motivation.
It's kind of similar to bulletin board material in sports when a player talks trash and provides some extra incentive for their opponent.
What would you know about that? Anyway, some of those points are good, but the time for talk is over. Let's find out who can back it up.
Here we go.
She steers clear there.
Setting up for the...
She's gaining momentum here, guys.
She's a live wire right now. Get out of her way.
Powerbomb. The challenger eating up some damage.
Yeah, but too soon to be worried.
Charlotte with a nice reversal.
Into the hammerlock. Oh, boy. Charlotte Flair's natural ability in the ring is second to none, and you can imagine that's going to be an integral part of her winning this match.
Absolutely, Byron. The Queen wasn't just born into this business, she was born into greatness. And she'll no doubt show that tonight. But she'd be smart not to just focus.
Look at this. Unbelievable, what a move. Within 5 years of her first match at NXT, Charlotte has a list of big matches that would already qualify her as a Hall of Famer. And the list just keeps growing.
She returns the favor there.
Oh, what a clothesline.
Forcefully delivered. Michael, Charlotte's big match resume is amazing. She won the first ever WWE Women's Iron Man match, the first ever Raw Women's Championship match, and the first ever Women's Hell in a Cell match.
She main evented Hell in a Cell, Byron. Don't you forget that.
Sit out, power bomb. And now it's Charlotte getting pushed to the limit.
She needs to turn the tide here.
Big boot.
Charlotte made her pay for her mistake there.
Oh, straight forearm.
Charlotte Flair has her trapped.
Oh! It's the champion into the cover.
Why? She had it right where you wanted her.
Oh, again.
Kick right on point.
A singles title doesn't gain you instant entry into the Hall of Fame, but it sure gets you a whole heck of a lot closer.
Outrageous athleticism on the Hurricanrana. Hooked him up. There goes the knee.
Knee drop.
That was nasty. So precise. Oh, target acquired and destroyed.
Drop kick.
Great athleticism.
And again, this is for the women's title.
Gets out of the way.
And fast. Absolutely spiked.
DDT. Here we go again.
From the top. And it's Charlotte with the reversal.
There's a reason why she's genetically superior.
The champ looking worn out.
She may have underestimated the opposition.
Incoming.
God, crazy athleticism.
Not what she was looking for.
On a tilt-a-whirl. Sidewalk slam.
Hooked him up. High angle belly-to-back suplex. Charlotte made her pay for her mistake there.
And Charlotte does what she does best. And she's back in the ring now. She's got to remember to get back in the ring before the referee's 10 count. Here's Charlotte.
The Queen is showing what she is genetically superior.
Setting up.
Charlotte turns it around.
Nice move.
Figure 4 locked in. Charlotte gonna look for the bridge.
Figure 8 now. Figure 8.
Charlotte Flair can taste the victory.
She's out. She escapes the hold.
Just when it looked like her night was over, too.
These superstars have endured so much punishment.
Certainly looking worse for wear, but the top.
With a championship on the line. Dug down deep and gets the shoulder up.
Dangerous.
Going forward again.
Standing spanning
For the win to retain the championship. There's the pinfall and the victory.
This is where we can see where Charlotte fell short of her legacy.
Critics of these ladies in the WWE might not have been very impressed, but they did do some nice things in there.
That's a woman on a mission.
Can you believe they're all the way up to rank and file 7 now?
No, I can't. I thought they would have stopped making them after your performance.
Wow. Didn't realize this was a roast.
No, it's just that you definitely had some interesting priorities earlier in your career. First, it was the movie. Then you were obsessed with getting your own action figure.
It was on the list since day one.
Yeah, which made you super jealous when I got one before you did. Remember this? Are you still a little bit jealous?
No.
Are you sure?
I think you're exaggerating how I reacted.
Really? Because that's not how I remember it. Check it out! My first action figure! Pretty cool, right?
Awesome. They really nailed the detail in your face.
You didn't even really look at it.
Yeah, well, you know what they say about action figures. Once you've seen one, you've seen them all.
Literally no one says that. Wait, are you jealous because you don't have one yet?
No, I'm fine.
Okay, look, I get it. This was more your thing, but it's just an action figure.
It's more than that to me. Think of how you felt when I won a title in WWE before you did. It's like that, but 10 times worse.
Comparing titles to action figures might be a little extreme. But if it makes you feel any better, I'll wait and let you cross it off our list whenever you get one.
No, it's fine. Cross it off. You earned it.
I see you got your first action figure. We've had like 30 now, so it's kind of boring at this point.
Where's yours?
I think he didn't get one.
Well, that's awkward. I think even like Tom Phillips got one.
He doesn't really deserve it.
Well, that's true. He's lucky even to be on the roster.
Sorry, we got sidetracked with a private conversation that had absolutely nothing to do with you. But since apparently you don't have an action figure, we like to give you ours.
Happy Rusev Day!
Do you think he heard what we said?
Who cares? He's a loser.
I heard he freaking jerks, and if I had an action figure of my own, I would team up with Red's action figure to kick your action figure stupid plastic butts.
Or even better, how about we take them down in real life?
Huh? Oh, yeah. I guess we could do that.
WWE superstars end up facing each other in the ring for a variety of reasons. Tonight, Red and Trey are squaring off with Rusev and Lana because of, well, action figures.
Well, from what I hear, Trey was throwing a tantrum because he didn't get an action figure and then was apparently offended when Rusev and Lana tried to graciously give him theirs.
Hey, I can relate to Trey. I mean, you guys have them, but when am I going to get my own action figure?
Never. Never, ever, because nobody wants that, Saxton.
Oh, a flying forearm on the mark.
Nice arm drag takeover.
Lana is a cold, callous individual who looks to eviscerate anyone who interferes in her business or the business of her husband, the Bulgarian brute, Rusev.
Not where you want to be at this point in the match, guys. Definitely not.
Lana's mind for sports entertainment is second to none. We've seen this throughout her tenure in WWE. In her management of Rusev, and now as a competitor herself in the women's division.
Lana lives by the motto that when you're mentally strong, you're physically strong. Not that either of my broadcast colleagues would know anything about that.
Big boot! Oh, nasty impact.
The lucky fans here in Los Angeles have been witness to many historic moments, including WrestleMania 7.
Lana faltering some. It's Lana with the offense. Clothesline over the top! Man, it's starting to come together in a big way.
She's always been a woman capable of great bursts of activity.
Incredible athleticism. Oh. Boom.
Oh, she turns it around.
No, another reversal.
Neither one of them are willing to give an inch here. It's pretty obvious that by the way that Rusev applies the accolade, our true American hero is looking to do a lot more than win the match. Rusev wants to seriously injure his opponents, each and every one of them.
She's got the shoulders down. Could this be it?
And Lana powers out.
Not yet.
Oh my goodness, what a takedown. She's not wasting any time.
We're in the feeling out process here. Who's going to get the advantage in maintain?
Oh, this could be something. Standing spin
For the pin and the win!
Yes.
Whoa, didn't expect to see that. Here we go for the win. For some reason, she lets it go. For the victory here.
Looks like a questionable decision on paper.
It could be over here. This is it. Where is she finding the strength to continue?
Not a whole lot of luster behind that kick out.
Uh-oh. Neckbreaker.
Wasn't expecting that.
And scissors takedown. This could do it. Wow, Corey, what do you think of this decision?
I like it a lot, Cole. She clearly wants to inflict even more punishment here.
This is a big rip. Whoa! Can you believe that?
And this mixed tag's over. What a win.
Here are your winners.
Ladies and gentlemen, that's a very big win here tonight.
When you bring such a high level of intensity
In all seriousness, even though it wasn't as important to me, it was pretty cool when not long after that, you got your first action figure and crossed it off our list.
But the fact we had different priorities is partly what made this work, because let's be honest, if we'd been competing for the same things, I'm not sure we could have been friends. You were just always so driven to be the best.
Maybe, but it's not like I was only focused on individual goals. Like, what about when we went to SmackDown Live and I ended up teaming with someone who was a great influence and mentor to me? I'm talking about Mickie James, of course! Stand up and take a bow, Mickie, you deserve it. You fought hard, but it just wasn't your night.
Let's face it, it hasn't been your night in a long time. Now, as general manager of SmackDown Live, it's my job to present a cutting-edge product, which means constantly introducing new talent to keep our brand fresh and exciting. But we can't add new talent without making subtractions. So I'm sorry, Mickie, but based on your recent performance, you can either announce your retirement or, unfortunately, I'll have to make that decision for you.
Wait, so you're basically forcing her out? She deserves better than that.
I understand where you're coming from, but like I said, this is bigger than one person. It's about protecting the brand.
There would be no brand without women like Mickie James.
You know what? It's okay. It's okay. I've been doing this a long time, and maybe I've lost a step. Maybe it's just time to hang it up.
No, you can't just accept this. There has to be another way.
Well, there is one other option, but it would just be delaying the inevitable. Mickie can continue competing on SmackDown Live, as long as she wins. But the very next match she loses is her last.
She'll do it.
I will?
All right. Good luck.
Look, I appreciate the support, but with my record as of late, I don't think I'll be sticking around too long.
Or maybe you will with me by your side.
What do you mean?
Big Show didn't say you had to win singles matches.
Are you sure you want to set aside your own goals to do this?
There's nothing I'd rather do than protect your legacy by sending you out on a winning streak. And one last title run. Win women's tag team championships with Mickie James.
Welcome everyone to the most iconic talk show ever, Iconic Talk, with your hosts,
The Iconics.
We just said iconic so many times.
You said it again. I think we just set a record.
Speaking of records, I want to remind everyone that we are now the longest running women's tag team champions ever from Australia.
They're also the only women's tag team champions from Australia.
Which brings us to my favorite segment of Iconic Talk.
It's time for Why Australia is Better.
This is the part of the show where we educate our audience on different aspects of Australian culture and explain
why Australia is better.
Okay, what do we have this week?
The great sport of cricket.
Which has nothing to do with filthy little insects.
No, it's actually a sport that is very popular in Australia.
Think of it like a way better version of your horrible, dull baseball.
To further educate you on this superior sport, let's go over the laws of cricket, shall we?
There are only 42 of them. Shouldn't take long.
Law 1. A cricket team consists of 11 players, including a captain.
That's a great law. One of my favorites. Now, Law 2.
Hey, what are these two doing out here? There were still 41 laws to go. I wanted to learn more about cricket.
I think you were the only one.
Law 2. The Iconics should never be allowed to have a talk show, as it'll put everyone watching to sleep.
That's not an actual law.
Yeah, don't listen to her.
Why are you two even out here?
It's very rude to interrupt someone's talk show. I recommend you go back and watch the segment we did on manners.
We're here because we want a tag team championship match.
So you two are a team now. What are you calling yourselves?
Red and grey?
Because Mickie's so old. Get it?
Hilarious. She really is a fossil.
You've never even teamed before. So what makes you think you deserve a shot at our titles?
Maybe because 8 years ago in Calgary, I beat you in my very first match. And I've only gotten better since then. Way better.
Oh, okay. So you're saying since a long time ago, I felt bad for my pathetic opponent and basically took the night off because I was freezing, that a decade later, when that pathetic opponent rears her ugly head with an elderly partner, they deserve a tag title opportunity? Makes sense?
That was sarcasm. The answer is no.
If you think that we need to prove ourselves as a team, then we'll do it right now in a non-title match. If we win, we get a championship match. And if you win, you end my career.
That whole career-ending stipulation is enticing.
Yeah, I forgot about that. It would be nice to put her out to pasture.
We'll do it.
But only after we finish teaching everyone about cricket.
Law 3. Never interrupt the Iconics.
The Iconics viciously attack Red and Mickie with those cricket bats.
And rightfully so. They violated Law 3.
Red and Mickie are going to be at a severe disadvantage going into this match with so much at stake.
If you're just joining us, this is a non-title match with the stipulation that if Red and Mickie can defeat the Iconics, they earn a shot at their tag team titles. However, if the Iconics win, Mickie James' career will be over.
And Red and Mickie are clearly not 100% after that brutal attack by the Iconics.
Look, no one wants to see a pioneer like Mickie James have her career come to an end, but it's going to happen sooner or later, and I have a feeling it'll be sooner, as in tonight, at the hands of the tag team champions.
Uh-oh. And a suplex. She's enduring some damage.
I really like the resolve we've seen from her in this tag team match, guys. Though, I wouldn't be against the tag here. You know, just so she can gather herself a bit.
Oh, my gosh. Surfboard leg breaker. Big reversal. Oh, no, this isn't going to end well. Nothing's going to stop her now.
She's able to turn it on at will.
Soul kick. And scissors takedown.
Very nice.
Oh, look at this power. DDT.
Billy Kay showing such creativity.
Struggling to get to the corner here.
Might not make it, Michael.
my God. Surfboard leg breaker. Oh, again.
Oh, saw it coming.
Gets the tag.
Wow, she turned that one around.
Whoa, it's another reversal. The running Meteora. Head crank.
Oh, look at this aggression, just pure brutality.
Come on, easy.
She scores big with the counter.
Uh-oh.
We're gonna see it.
Power. She's got some fight left in her.
So resourceful.
She's dazed in the corner there. A striking blow. The women's revolution has turned into the women's evolution. Jumping neck breaker. Ouch. In off the tag. Boom. Did you hear the impact? Back elbow.
Jeez, did you see that?
It's obvious Billie Kay is feeling the pain that has been dealt out so far.
This is bad, guys. I don't even think she has enough power to get to her corner to make the tag. Missile drop kick finds its mark.
Nice drop kick.
What a great job by Peyton Royce to take advantage.
What do we got here? Jawbreaker!
Call the dentist.
Peyton Royce got her there. Oh, what a chop block.
And the big right hands. Unloading. Tagged in.
Fantastic.
This is a big risk.
All the way for the top.
A striking blow. Stomping down.
So ruthless.
Whoa, not so fast.
Hurricane Rana.
Unbelievable athleticism.
Needs to make it to the corner here, Corey.
Oh, you're absolutely right, Cole. There's no way around it. A tag is vital at this point in the match.
Reversal. What a counter.
Harsh impact.
Oh, could this be it?
Oh, what a flip. She can end it here. Thank goodness for the teammate.
Just quite in time.
Peyton Royce was able to get out of the way there.
Desperately needs to make a tag here.
I don't know. It's going to be tough to make it to the corner.
Failed on the tag attempt.
Running Hurricane Run.
And will this be it?
Yes.
There's the pin. It's over. It's all over.
Here are your winners.
What a great match, and a huge victory to boot.
These women make an almost unstoppable pairing, Michael.
Hope you set your DVR.
That was awesome! And considering our lack of experience together, I'd say we make a pretty good team.
I agree. I mean, you know what? I just want to say thank you for doing this. I could be sitting at home right now, but instead we have a chance to win the tag team championships. And even if my career does end, this is a heck of a way to go out.
Before you celebrate too much, we just found out your tag title match will be taking place on our home turf.
That's right, in our great country, in front of our fans at Super Showdown.
It doesn't matter. We'll beat you anywhere.
Oh, you should also know it's going to be an Australian rules tag match, which are the most iconic rules.
What does that even mean?
It means it'll be no disqualification, tornado tag.
Or Willy Willy tag, as we say down under.
Hey, Mickie, you should pack an extra week of clothes. You know, so you can go on holiday in Australia after we end your career.
We'll call our grandparents and see if they know of any good senior resorts.
Tag team championships on the line. May the best team win. You have to believe the Iconics have a major advantage here tonight at Super Showdown, competing in front of their home country fans in an Australian rules tag team championship match.
And don't forget, Red and Mickie have the added pressure of Mickie's career being on the line. If they lose, this chapter of Mickie's life is officially over.
That's all true, but we shouldn't ignore the fact that Red has added win women's tag team championships with Mickie James to her list. And she has a very successful track record when it comes to achieving her goals.
Boom, what a forearm.
Billy Kay showing such creativity.
Boom, nice. The running Meteora.
to the gut. Boom! DDT. Oh, again!
Saw that one coming. And scissors takedown.
Oh, very nice. Reverses. Can she take advantage?
What an amazing display of athleticism.
And she's back in the ring now.
Born in Australia, Peyton Royce's path to WWE saw her travel many miles, including a stop in Calgary, Alberta, Canada, where, like many before her, Peyton honed her craft before ultimately joining WWE.
Incredible.
There was a lot. And she breaks free. I don't know how she did it, but that was impressive.
Hurricanrana. Strong kick.
My goodness.
Oh, right to the throat. Challenger's a little worse for wear now.
Really just laying it in. Haymaker connects.
Red goes for the Irish whip, but gets sent into the corner instead.
And now here come the Iconics, pouring it on in front of their home crowd.
This does not look good for Red and Mickie, and by extension, Mickie's career.
What are the Iconics doing?
Oh, I think it's time for a game of cricket.
Red and Mickie have other plans.
This is a bit of revenge for what took place before their match on SmackDown Live.
And since Australian rules is no disqualification, it's perfectly legal. Mickie James is on the attack now.
Again with it. She's showing no mercy tonight.
The effects of this match are showing on the champ. Ooh! Go behind. Breaker. Oh, what a kick to the shoulders down. Championship on the line. Not only has Red helped Mickie James ward off retirement, they're now the new women's tag team champions.
To win this match under the pressure they faced and do it in enemy territory under the Iconics rules is truly impressive.
Honestly, I think a lot of credit goes to Red and her list. Someone said it before the match. That list is a powerful motivational tool for Red.
Yeah, that someone was me, Corey.
Nah, it couldn't have been you. It probably was Cole.
And that's how Mickie James went from being a hero and mentor of mine to more than that. She was now my tag team partner and, more importantly, my friend.
Aw, that's nice. But aren't you skipping over a pretty important part?
How about we move on? Don't you want to talk about when you were on the cover of WWE 2K25?
I do, but hang on a second. Earlier, you put me on blast for having some trivial goals. So now it's my turn to call you out for a time when you let the list steer you down a questionable path. This is a night to remember our careers, good and bad.
Fine. If you want to talk about it so much, then you tell the story.
Okay. After they became tag team champions, it turned everything around for Mickie. She even ended up earning a SmackDown Live Women's Championship opportunity against Kairi Sane. Mickie went on to defeat Kairi Sane, giving her 2 championships and continuing her incredible winning streak to avoid retirement. I feel like you've been a little off lately. You're moody, quick to lash out, overly judgmental about my decisions.
It all sounds like typical me.
Maybe those weren't the best examples, but I've known you long enough to realize when something's bothering you.
Well, to be honest, I'm kind of getting impatient. I mean, teaming with Mickie has been fun, but I never thought it would last this long, and I definitely didn't see her singles title run happening. Now I'm basically waiting for someone to beat her so I can go after the SmackDown Live Women's Championship. I've been dying to cross that off.
Some might say you're a bit too focused on the list.
Who's some? Are you some?
Look, if you want my advice, I see two ways for you to get what you want. But the first option wouldn't be very honorable.
What do you mean?
If you and Mickie were to somehow lose your tag titles, then Mickie would be forced to retire and vacate her women's title, leaving you free to pursue it. Option number two, the more straight-up way of doing things, would be for you to tell Mickie exactly how you feel and challenge her to a match for the SmackDown Live Women's Championship, potentially crossing that off the list. But if you beat her, you'd also lose the tag titles and worse, end the career of your idol/friend.
I don't really love either option.
This business forces you to make some tough decisions. But at least you're not choosing between competing in a tag title match or saving your mangled ear like Mick Foley once had to do.
No, but if losing my ear was option 3, I'd think I'd take it.
The alternative is just waiting around for something to happen, and who knows how long that could take.
You're right. I guess I should... Hey, Mickie. I need to talk to you about something. It's kind of personal, sorry.
We'll catch up later. What's going on? Is everything okay?
Yeah, well, not really. It's just lately... I'll just come out and say it. I want your title. And I know what that means for you and for us, but I don't think I can sit back any longer.
You know what? I was waiting for this moment.
You were?
Look, I know who you are, what you're made of, what got you here. You're driven to be the very best. And I knew that being tag team champions would only satisfy you for so long.
So you don't hate me?
No, I get it. I actually respect you for your honesty. I can think of a couple other ways this could have gone down.
But if I beat you, it's all over.
If it's going to come to an end, and it will, sooner rather than later, I want you to be the one that does it. Besides, none of this would have even happened if it wasn't for you. But with all of that said, I've come too far to just roll over. If you face me for my title, you better be ready for a fight.
You know me. I wouldn't want it any other way.
The following contest is scheduled for one fall and is for the SmackDown Women's Championship. You know, when you think headline, a pay-per-view, who do you think of? This woman right here, Mickie James. Months ago, Red essentially resuscitated her idol Mickie James' career. Tonight, after issuing her an open and honest challenge, she may now cause it to come to a sudden conclusion.
If you ask me, Red's being extremely selfish. She's prioritizing the list and her individual goals ahead of her tag team championship and her supposed friend's career.
You may feel that way, but from all accounts, Mickie James was completely fine with how Red approached her regarding this match. She even said if she was going to lose her title and her career, she'd want it to be to Red.
Well, I, for one, will never understand that.
An impressive series of moves.
Looks like nobody's budging, Cole.
Great counter.
Impressive in-ring IQ on display.
Sit out power bomb.
Rolling elbow finds its mark.
Ouch. Forearm to the face.
Oh, nothing fancy about that. Mickie James seizing the moment that time. Spiked into the ring apron.
The champ taking their share of hits now.
She still has a lot of time to recover, though.
Back now inside the ring. This is a... Look at this. What athleticism. She's been on the offensive for a little while now.
That is a beautiful thing to watch.
Forearm to the face.
Oh, nothing fancy about that. Boom.
Nice.
Ooh, what impact. Powerbomb planted.
Uh-oh.
We're gonna see it.
What power. Sit out power bomb. The champ looking out of sorts.
She needs to turn the tide here.
Oh, again. Knee drop.
That was nasty. So precise. Boom. What an uppercut.
Jarring. Insulting.
Mickie James appears to be on her last legs.
I'm sorry.
Red hits the Mick kick.
Is this the end for Mickie James?
It's all over. Red is your new SmackDown Live Women's Champion. And as a result, Mickie James' historic career has come to an end.
Red ended Mickie's career with her own move. What a true friend.
I think it was actually a sign of respect to do it that way.
Yeah, it was almost like a tribute.
You know, it would have been a good tribute, continuing to defend the tag championships and not ending your idol's career.
You deserve this moment.
A nice gesture from our new champion, Red, giving Mickie James a chance to say goodbye to the WWE Universe.
And no matter how I feel about Red right now, I do want to say thank you to Mickie James. You will be missed.
Thank you, Mickie.